VRChat.
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 VRChat. VRChat.
VRChat.
VRChat.
VRChat is first and foremost a social platform.
Is kind of like an alternate reality.
VRChat is like an extension of social life.
You can go out, conversate, and meet with other people.
VRChat is basically a place where you can be whatever you want to be.
It's a space where you can be yourself, express yourself however you want.
If you want to dance, there are dance clubs. If you want to make music, there are music organizations. If you want to play games, if you want to watch movies, if you want to just sit and chill out, find a quiet world, anything that you want to do, you will most likely find a venue for that on VRChat.
Artists will use this platform to quite literally bring their art to life, and you have all sorts of things that you can explore, such as you can go to space, you can chat with your friends on the moon, you can go to a fantasy alien landscape, and every world you visit has been created by somebody wandering around within this game.
You see behind me, this is one of the first worlds I made. From there I made a laser tag game, and that kind of got popular, and from there on I have made several other games.
Being able to throw on the headset and having depth with your eyes is something that we take for granted and you don't think about until you're able to play a game that takes advantage of your biology like this.
You are a person that I can see and interact with in a 3D space. So it's like we're actually here, except I can't obviously physically touch you, but...
There's a lot more interaction, like physically. I'm able to see more clearly like how they're expressing their words, especially in terms of like hand movement, their facial expressions, their tone of voice.
I had a lot of social anxiety, and VRChat kind of helped me wean off of that a little bit, and kind of helped me start getting out there and actually talking to people. And the people that I met amazed me just about how kind they were and how welcoming everyone was.
VRChat has definitely helped with my social anxiety. It's helped meeting the kind of friends that I have now, especially those that I now know in person. It's definitely helped me get out of the house more often.
I kind of was the quiet kid at school who was always, at the lunch table that nobody ever wanted to sit at, and who talked to the one weird kid, and that was it. I've kind of learned how to be a social person, even though I still struggle with some of these things, but it's given me so much more of a realm of being able to, tackle it, instead of just, oh, I can't really make friends. Oh, okay. And that's happened because of VRChat. Genuinely happened because of VRChat, which is a total surprise to me.
Well, I have autism, and I can be very socially awkward, and I have a lot of organ issues as well that hindered me doing a lot of physical activities. In real life, my body movement's all like loosey-goosey type of situation, but in VRChat, it's not really that issue. VRChat, I can sit down whenever I want. I can hang out with people whenever I want. I can block people that are toxic that I can't in real life, that I have to deal with. It was a safe place for me to improve my social skills and be a better person. So I now have a friend group in real life. I've never had a friend group at all. And I feel like my social standing has definitely improved. I'm able to keep friends longer. I'm able to be around other people longer.
You can definitely amplify your expressions of who you want to be perceived as in VR. Of course, you can do that in real life as well. You can get certain clothing, you can have a certain haircut, or have jewelry on too. The good thing about VRChat is like it's just a button click, and then you're something else who you want to be or what you want to be.
I mean, as you can see now, I'm this fluffy dragon thing right now. I wouldn't look like this in real life.
A lot of people are scared to express themselves fully. They might restrict it a lot, just a lot of kind of standards you've got to do in real life. You've got to be like everyone else. You've got to conform, fit in. While here, because you're allowed to be whatever you want to be, people gain that confidence on VRChat. They might not be able to do that in real life. They might have a few kind of gripes with that. But as soon as they're in this realm, they're absolutely fine with it.
Basically, you can just put away all the outside influences and just completely detach yourself and just be whatever you want to be.
For a lot of people that are part of the LGBTQ community, for someone that's, say, trans or non-binary, this space is tremendously amazing for them. And the fact that they literally get to express themselves how they want to.
I have a lot of personal resentment to how I look, and just being able to be what I want to be brings a lot out of me. It makes me happier.
This feels more and more like me. It doesn't feel like just some kind of a puppeteered thing. It feels like this doesn't have life unless I'm in it. I mean, her markings and everything like that, I have those tatted on me. So I very much have a strong connection with not only my Sona, but like, my Sona is me.
It has actually had quite a big impact on my life, really. I guess being in VRChat has actually helped me a lot as a person, and on a deeper level, actually it did help save my life. Back in the apocalypse of 2020, I was just starting off on my own. I finally moved out of my parents' house and finally got a job that I could live off of comfortably. And then almost a year in, right as COVID was ramping up, I had been laid off. So because of that, I lost the best job I ever had. I moved back into my parents' garage. After that, I spiraled downward in a very, very bad way, to nearly stepping over the edge of that cliff of taking my own life. And how VR helped me was I was using it as an escape. So every day I would get into VR and escape everyday reality. And being in places like this that are just so calming and beautiful helped me suppress those dark feelings. Spending the weekend here with some of my closest friends, I guess it reignited me, per se, to where I saw more of the light, and I didn't actually end up taking my life, because being surrounded by people that are so loving and caring, and being in a place of such impact, it really helped. It really hit a deep emotion with me and prevented me from taking that step over the edge.
I find it quite interesting how in the recent change of community guidelines, they specifically had to put in to not use VRChat as a therapy tool. The fact that they had to put that in writing tells a story about how important VRChat can be to people.
It's not like modern social media where it's constantly trying to sell you something or push something on you or tell you, this is what you want. This is what you want. No. You go in and you say, this is what I want, and you seek it out and you find it. And if it doesn't exist, you say, fine, I'll do it myself, and you can do it yourself. And that's how a lot of the content gets made, because someone sat down and said, fine, I'll do this myself. I want this. And they make a world, or they make an avatar and they upload it. They just wanted to have this thing up there because they felt it was important that people have access to it. It's that player-driven desire to create and be whatever you want.
VRChat, the main thing is that community. That community is genuinely what keeps VRChat running, and it will always be that community. At least it always should be. It's the people here, the people who want to be here, the people who are just trying it out for the first time, the people who maybe even shouldn't be here. But it's all of those people who come together, put on this headset, and just want to talk. They want to hang out. They want to play games. They want to do this. They want to introduce. They want to have friends. They want to make new friends. They want to create circles, create platforms, create communities. It's those people that make VRChat completely different than any other platform.
This is a legitimate platform. This is a legitimate movement. This isn't like something like the Metaverse that Mark Zuckerberg would mention as a sort of corporate buzzword, and then, that sets off, alarm bells or gets people to take out their wallets or something crazy like that. This is something more than that. This isn't a video game that you just plug and play, or you play for 5 minutes, or maybe you do. But this is something more than that. This is an experience. This is a movement. This is something beautiful. And this is something that came from people's imaginations. And here's what we've created. Look around you. If this doesn't speak to the power of our platform, I don't know what does at this point.
Yeah.